Bonjour, bonjour, and today we're covering the logical connectors in French, a topic you are probably familiar with if you passed the TCF or TEF or DELF exams in French. If one of these bad boys is hanging on the wall right now, right behind you, like it is on mine, or whoops, it is not exactly a certificate, but something that everybody likes. Then you understand the power of logical connectors. Today we're covering a bunch of them, not all of them. But if you're really interested in that topic, there is a link below the video that you can check now or later, preferably now, after the lesson, so you can remember them. This is a list that I use whenever I have to revise my logical connectors in French.
Exhaustive.
So, are you ready to start and understand how to use them, what they are? I hope so. Let's go. Logical connectors. This lesson will be divided in two parts. We're going to define what it is, and then we'll tap into the categories and give some examples in order to know how to use them, how to make the best of them. The definition is, according to the Collins Dictionary in 2022, a logical connector is a word which shows a connection between clauses or sentences. However, and so are logical connectors. We have categories and examples coming. Of course, some logical connectors involve more than one word. For example, it's a logical connector with two words. And we're going to start with the enumeration logical connector. First off, tout d'abord, commençons avec une simple idée. First off, let's start with a simple idea. The alternative follows. D'un côté, il y a une idée, de l'autre, il y a un argument. On the one hand, there's an idea, on the other, there's an argument. And then we have a condition. Si on commence avec l'idée, on aura du temps pour la développer. If we start with the idea, we will have time to develop it. And then comes the cause. Et comme le temps passe vite, il est intelligent de l'économiser. And as time flies, it is smart to save it. We have the result. Consequently, par conséquent, nous commencerons avec une idée. So we'll start with an idea. So is the same kind of connector here. Then we have the goal. With the aim of, in order to, dans le but d'économiser du temps, c'est intelligent. With the aim of saving time, it is smart. Comes the explication. We need to explain a little bit of what's going on here. C'est-à-dire, that is to say. In other words, c'est-à-dire commencer ce discours avec une idée. That is to say, to start the speech with an idea. And then we're going to illustrate, and you're going to find that illustrating your ideas is tremendously powerful when you want to influence or just grab the attention of the person in front of you. For example, we could select one. Par exemple, nous pourrions en sélectionner une. We need to justify this. Justification. In fact, en effet, in fact, choisir une idée nous aiderait à avancer. In fact, selecting an idea would help us move forward. And we can compare. Similarly, semblablement, choosing an argument would also help us move forward. Choisir un argument nous aiderait aussi à avancer. Then comes the time, and this is great when you have the opportunity to play with the time, to turn back time or move it forward in a speech. Take your listener back in time for a little bit, and then come back to the present moment, and then see the implication for the future. It creates a flow of ideas that you can then use. Avant de commencer, back in time. Avant de commencer, we're rewinding the tape. Before starting, it was important to clarify. Avant de commencer, il était important de préciser. We need to oppose arguments at times. We need to say something that is the opposite of what we just said to keep the conversation interesting. Really like that one. Conversely, inversement, on aurait perdu du temps. We would have wasted time. Yeah. Addition. Who doesn't like to have more of something? The addition is a great connector. Moreover, de plus, on aurait perdu de l'énergie. We would have wasted energy comes the restriction. No one likes restrictions. But sometimes it is a good way to gain trust, to restrict what you just said you would do. However, we are smart. Cependant, nous sommes intelligents. You could also write en revanche. A bunch of students really like that one because there's the word revenge in it. Sounds good, sounds action-oriented. It's like movie. En revanche, nous sommes intelligents. And then finally, you can wrap it up. En définitive. And this is not the same as definitely. It's one of those deceptive cognate false friend. One is a conclusion, the other one is something that could be translated as assurément, definitely. Not the same here, not the same. Let's not get ahead of ourselves though, and just wrap it up before we can talk about what we just covered today. Wrap it up. Ultimately, it is not too difficult to speak without saying anything. En définitive, il n'est pas trop difficile de parler sans rien dire. This list is enough if you've never covered the topic of logical connectors before. And the text that you have here, you will find it also on the website. This topic is of tremendous importance. Most people don't really know how to structure a speech, or when you do it, it's too stiff, too rigid. But at some point, you need to study these conversational connectors. You need to know how to articulate your speech. That will be greatly useful if you intend to pass an exam in the future, because you will need these. Thank you for watching this video. The link for more of these, the exhaustive list and an exercise is below the video. Bye for now.